Hello everyone, Novaexplosion. Welcome back to Dragon Quest V. You may notice something is very different if you're watching the video. You see my face now. What the heck, Nova? You're showing your face? That's actually crazy. So, yeah, I'm not going to go into the specifics of why I'm showing my face. This loser is telling me to not dawdle or whatever. But I'm not going to talk about the specifics of why I'm not showing my face, basically. But there will be a video dedicated to that on, like, my face reveal and my story, in a way. I don't remember what we have to do. It's been a while since we played Dragon Quest V. I'm really sorry about putting this playthrough on a hiatus. It's been like a month, I think, since we played. But you know, I'm ready to get back into it. Do I talk to you? Oh, that wretched order, Zug Zwang, before they came along, we were just peacefully getting on with our lives. Now we have no freedom whatsoever. They won't even let us carry on worshipping the goddess. So yeah. I'm showing my face now. Again, we're not going to talk too much about, like, oh, why am I doing that? There's going to be a dedicated video for that. But just know that the reason I'm doing it for Dragon Quest V is because it's a DS game. And the top screen, all it was doing was showing, like, the box art of the game. So, like, there's no reason not to fill it with something else. I was like, you know what? Let's try it and see how people feel about it. See how I feel about it. Words. I can talk, I swear. But yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have no idea. It's been too long. What's that look on your face? Slaves is supposed to have eyes like the dead. You make me sick. Get back there. Yeah, whatever. I don't remember what we're doing. All I remember is that we're slaves. I know we're in the adult arc, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is a terrible game to not play for, like, a month. I like carry these stones. Oh, don't you like move the rocks? Something like that. Bum 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 bum. I'll figure it out eventually. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, you could just go up here. That's cool. I'm just gonna talk to everyone. That's cool. This isn't good enough. We need more rocks. You need more rocks? How many rocks do you need, bro? But yeah, basically, let's talk about why I put Dragon Quest on hold, because that's more relevant than my face, IMO. But, basically, nothing with Dragon Quest V. It wasn't really a Dragon Quest V thing. I did, like, a stream of it. This is stream 2, I think. So, I did a stream of it, and I actually started up Lost Judgment just because a good friend said, oh, I might play Lost Judgment in October, even though I don't think he's going to play Lost Judgment in October. And I was like, oh, well, I got to play Lost Judgment before he streams it because I want to watch his streams. So I finished Lost Judgment, the main story. I'm still doing the Kaito DLC, but I finished, like, the main story. And, yeah. I finished the main story, so that's why I put Dragon Quest on the back burner. And then Tactics came out, and then also some other stuff. But we're back to it now, just in time, because Dragon Quest VII Reimagined got announced, and I definitely want to play that. Okay, first look at my guide. What are we doing? Speak to Prince Harry, who's found on the roof. Cool. Alright. But yeah, so Dragon Quest VII Reimagined's coming out for people like, oh, did you hear about the Dragon Quest news? Yeah, I heard about the Dragon Quest news. Like, come on, obviously. So I need to have this game done by then. Which, it's doable. This game isn't super long, so. It's not a super long game. So we can definitely have it done. We could definitely have it done before Reimagined, but I didn't want to put Dragon Quest V on hold. It just kind of happened. I prioritized Lost Judgment because I wanted to make sure I had that game done before Wicked streamed it. Wicked's my good friend. Go check him out. He makes cool videos. Cool guy. Makes amazing videos, so, you know, check him out. Good friend of mine. But anyway, we need to find Prince Harry. Where is Prince Harry? Seemed like you haven't played this game since last year. Nah, it hasn't been that long. Cut me some credit. Give me some credit. Am I okay? I remember what we did. We did the childhood arc, and I remember, like, Pancras died and we lost our father, etc. We're like, we're in a good spot to pick the game up again. But yeah, the plan is to not drop Dragon Quest V anymore until we're done with it, I promise. Because I'm almost done with Tactics, which is really cool. almost done with tactics, and you know, Dragon Quest V is gonna be the second game I do. So we're gonna be focusing this game a lot again. We're gonna do more than one stream, I promise. People probably thought, oh, you did Dragon Quest V for one stream and now you're never gonna stream it again. Nah, bro. Nah, I could never. Yo, where are you, Prince Harry? I'm gonna find you and hunt you down. I can't wait till Wiki gets here. He's gonna be so surprised. You know, top right. Oh, here he is. He has green hair. Look out, Lazarel. We can't loaf about here, otherwise we'll be in for another whipping. Or did you want to talk about yet another escape plan? We've been stuck here for 10 years already, after all. 10 friggin' years, so we're 16. I still feel terrible about what happened to your father. I'm sure you took his last words to heart, and you want to set about finding your mother. I envy you. There's nothing left for me out there. My brother will have been made king by now. Still, there's no use feeling sorry for myself. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so we talked to Harry. Step 1. What is step 2? That is step 2. Right, that's enough for today. Off to your cells, everyone. It'll be an early morning again tomorrow. What's poppin'? Are you aware that you don't sleep with your eyes closed? Awoke at last, Lazarel, huh? You seemed a bit agitated. You weren't having another bad dream about being whipped, were you? Maybe I was. You bring it on yourself most of the time, you know? We slaves have to keep our heads down if we want an easy life. Who'd have thought I'd ever turn out to be the obedient one? Ha ha ha. Whatever. I always found it a bit difficult to get along with the Order's philosophies, so it's actually quite a good thing that I agreed with it, angered him and was made into a slave. Now I can see how so many people have been forced into working for the good of the Order. I've also heard talk that the Order Zugzwang is being controlled by some kind of terrifying power. The question is, who's gonna stand up and confront it? Me, obviously. Kind of my thing. You're the one whose man killed. Yep, yeah, my old man was killed at the temple. You know, you must have pain. Yeah, lots of pain. Very, very painful. I was 6. I was a 6-year-old and lost my father. It's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't be a JRPG protagonist if I didn't, you know. Morning, Lazaro. I hear it's been 10 years since you were brought here as a kid and forced into slavery. Sounds like you've had a pretty tough time of it, huh? Poor thing. Do I talk to Harry again? It was your father's death that made me change my tune and become more serious and submissive. Okay. I can't believe it's been 10 years already. Time flies when you're having fun. I always found it a bit difficult to get along with the Order's philosophies, so it's actually quite a good thing that I angered him and was made into a slave. Now I can see how so many people have been forced into working for the good of the Order. I've also heard talk that the Order of Zugzwang is being controlled by some kind of terrifying power. The question is, who's going to stand up and confront it? Me! I told you this! I already talked to you already. She was a follower of the Order, but they made her into a slave, so think about her. Yeah, okay. Yep. Hey, yo, what's up, Bayleaves? How you doing? Yes, I have a face, not just a voice anymore. It's coming to fruition. 5.5 years, I think, was long enough to hide the face. Speaking of, hold up. Sorry, I'm a camera-holic. I don't know. I don't know how I want to have this thing. I'm never gonna have it the right way. You're younger than me? Do you even know how old I am? Because I don't know how old you are. Hey, sorry, I won't slack off anymore. I promise, please don't whip me again. Zzz. Have you heard gossip? Apparently when the temple's finished, we're all going to be set free. Okay, what am I supposed to do? You're 30 plus 2. So you're 32. You're a prisoner I didn't talk to? Yeah, I'm 25. I turned 25 in June. Well, turned. So next year I'll be 26. I literally talk to everyone. Okay. I must have missed someone. Get to work, or do you want to feel my whip again? Anyway, yeah. Bayleafs, I was talking about this, but there's gonna be a dedicated video on my YouTube channel talking about, like, oh, showing my face and maybe giving a bit of my story or something like that. So I don't want to go too much into it now, but while we're just talking about, while we're just playing Dragon Quest V and not much is going on, 2 years in, it was because I wasn't ready. But then after that, it was always like, I was always really paranoid about, you know, hiding parts of the game just to show my face. It just felt very... It didn't feel right for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna cover, like, a bit of the screen just to show my face, even if I am the content creator. I don't know, it just didn't seem right. But the reason we're doing this for Dragon Quest V is because I'm actually not covering any of the game, because this is a DS game. This was here before. So all I did was replace this with my camera, so no gameplay is lost. I figured we'd try it out and see if people like it, if I like it, basically. That's the long and short of it. But yeah. So, I'm thinking, like, obviously, I don't know, but I'm thinking DS and PS1 games are gonna be the ones I try to face cam for, assuming this goes well. Because maybe I'll finish this game and decide I don't like it and I won't do it. But assuming I like it, right? Assuming I like it, you know, we'll do it for, like, games like this. And then for, like, modern games, I probably won't face cam. So maybe, like, it'll be, like, a half and half, basically. You stupid girl, how dare you make my shoes dirty? You need some sense beating into you. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. Never, you've only just become a slave, haven't you, girl? So maybe it's best I hammer at home to you what your new life's gonna be like. Huh, that cretin? I also didn't want to do it mid-playthrough, but this is literally the second stream. So I was like, you know what? We're early into Dragon Quest V. It's like, we're early enough into Dragon Quest V, so it's fine. Hey, Lazaro, where'd you appear from all of a sudden? I don't think I can stand to watch this any longer. Like, we're early in. Like, I don't want to do it for, like, tactics, for example, because we're far into that game. It'd be jarring. I wanted to start the game with it, but this is as close to starting a game with it as possible. Don't make a fuss, mate. They'll punish us all if we're not careful. I forgot how very non-streamlined this part of the game is. I can't put up with this a minute longer. Come on, Lazaro. Do I get the fight, finally? You want a piece of this? Piece of this action? Let's freaking go. Yeah, hopefully you all don't mind that I'm showing my face. You know, I figured we'd try it out. If I really don't like it, maybe because I'm gonna watch back the videos and we'll see. Maybe I won't like it. Maybe I'll decide, alright, you know what, we're playing Dragon Quest V with no face cam now. Because like I said... I'm gonna frizz. Like I said, I think I was ready, like, 3 years ago. But it was always just, like, other reasons for not doing it. And when I got a new PC, I didn't get a webcam either. I just bought a webcam, it came this morning, and I had to set it up. Not bad, not bad. The only thing is, I'm still a little, like, I don't know how I want this position. Like, maybe I'm making a big deal. No, that's too much. Maybe I'm making a big deal out of nothing. Maybe it looks fine. And I'm making a big deal out of nothing because I do that. Oh, Harry leveled up. But yeah, we're gonna try it and we're gonna see how it goes. That's really the long and short of it. What's going on? What's all this fuss about? Huh? These two boys just came out and attacked me for no reason. And the girl? Yes, she was making a fuss. She was making a fuss too, see? Very well. See that she's giving me medical treatment at once. I can't read today. Man, showing my face has actually made me worse at reading. And throw these two boys in jail. Yes, sir. Let's go. We gotta go in jail again. We already did the jail bit, though. This is bad news. Still, I suppose it's better than getting a whipping. Haha. I suppose there's not much we can do. May as well just relax and enjoy the break. But yeah, the only time I've shown my face is during some Rocket League streams that are archived. And by archived, I mean deleted. What do you suppose that was all about? Let's go and have a look. Sure, whatever. Thank you so much for coming to my rescue before. Ah, you're come this way. I can't thank you enough for helping my sister, Maria. My name is Joshua. Or Joshua from Trails in the Sky. I thought this of you before, but you seemed different from the other slaves. Your eyes are alive somehow. Okay. And that's why I've chosen you to ask this favor. Will you hear me out? I got nothing better to do. You see, it's just a rumor, but, well, there are whispers that all of the slaves will have to be killed when the temple's finished to keep what happened here a secret. I thought of that happening to my beloved Maria. So I'm begging you, please take her away from here. When you were brought here all those years ago, your money and belongings were dumped into that barrel. This is where slaves are brought when they die. The barrels are used for floating their bodies away from here. I know it must sound like a horrible idea, but if you float away in one of those barrels, you may just make it out alive. But you have to hurry, get inside the barrel quick before someone finds us here. Can't decide what to play, Tactics or Wild Arms. Do you have both games purchased? I also can't pick what to play for you because Wild Arms is fantastic. I've been enjoying FF Tactics though. Wild Arms isn't super long either. I say play Tactics while the hype is real. Yeah, I'm gonna say play Tactics. When you were brought here all those years ago, your money and belongings were dumped into that barrel. This is where slaves are brought. When they die, the barrels are used for floating their bodies away from here. I know it must sound like a horrible idea, but if you float away in one of those barrels, you may just make it out alive. But you have to hurry, get inside the barrel quick before someone finds us here. Let's go. But yeah, so Dragon Quest V, in case you missed the first stream, or it's been a while, because it has been a while, Dragon Quest V is divided into 3 acts. There's childhood, this act, which is like adulthood, kind of adulthood, more like teenage years, because we're 16, I think. But, and then there's like adult, like, another bit of time. This is basically teenager. It's basically, Dragon Quest V is basically, it goes through, like, the protagonist's ages. So you go through it when he's a child, when he's a teenager, when he's an adult, so. And we're in the second act, obviously, because we're 16. So, yeah. Oh. I love Diet Coke. Yeah, child act, teenage, and adult. Sounds right. Where are you taking me?